time is a precious item in the TV news business because it has a lot to do with what can and cannot be covered for a newscast. That's one of the reasons it's easy to find people like Bert Shipp already sizing up the day's story possibilities at 6:30 in the morning. As the assignments editor, Bert will hand out story ideas to reporters who don't have stories of their own lined up. And once the day's events are charted on the board, it's time to roll.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Now, today we are going to the Neiman Marcus toy store. The most fun part of the job is hauling the gear.
While the team is out, the reporter picks up the information, while the photographer shoots appropriate pictures.
Toy safety this time of year is always a concern. What strides has the industry taken in the last year?
The toy industry as an industry is...
And being on the other side of the camera is not as easy as it looks.
Now, if my mouth will work right today, we'll be in business. You want me to just hang out right here?
Rolling.
I forgot how to start. Okay. There's a saying that goes, give a child one toy and he's ecstatic beyond belief. Give a child two toys and he's mainly interested in where the third one is. Now, wait a minute. I got that right now. I can't get the rest.
Eventually, she gets it right, and shooting in the toy store is finished.
All right, we're on our way in.
What's the ETA back in here?
About 15 minutes.
Yeah, 10-4. And y'all have already eaten, right?
Correct.
KL920, clear.
I'm kind of a referee here, really, in as much as that all this chaos has to have some kind of order.
Fort Worth's going to have, hopefully, 3 Davis scenes. We've got a big editing bind. ABC is set up to edit over in the Bureau. And they're going to edit their stuff, but they're going to feed from Fort Worth through Dallas up to New York.
Okay.
So at one point, we're going to be stopped down. I may send Young or Watson to Arlington to do a sidebar.
6 o'clock producer John Sparks is busy lining out his show. It's his responsibility to decide what the public will see. And figuring out what to put on the air is not easy.
There's a lot that I know because of what I've read during the day or who I've talked to during the day that I know about, but the folks at home won't be able to know about because corners have to be cut. I can't add another page like a newspaper. I've got just so much time.
While you were still thinking of teddy bears and toy train sets, the electronic age arrived.
Teamwork. You're only as good as the people you got. The reporters, the photographers, the engineers, the director, the studio crew. Everybody plays a big part. You've got to have the communication among all your people to put it together.
Winnie, how's it going?
Pretty good.
The final stage of story preparation involves editing the piece. Here, all the elements are put together to form a complete story. As showtime approaches, director Bobby Ellis marks his scripts. So far, at least, everything seems to be in order.
Okay, let's go do it.
Hello, Raymond.
What do we have or don't have?
We don't have anything in the first segment.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you.
But on this night, things are not in order.
Well, what are you feeding right now? What are you feeding right now?
Greg, what's coming in? Do you have any idea?
Hello, EDR. Get a tape rolling right now.
In the break, 110.
Somebody. I'll tell you what. Just put in Cassidy's. I'm gonna feed both of them live. Feed everything live. All right. As soon as you get that thing out, just plop Cassidy's in and have it queued up. Is Cassidy's queued up?
It's gonna be awfully close. We're going.
Yeah, just leave it there and roll it on my cue.
The scene tonight.
Stand by.
The sights and sounds of today.
Coming out, Ola Croaky and Q-Ola.
Good evening. Fort Worth millionaire Colin Davis is a free man tonight, and it appears
Stand by remote.
are now over. We have the story now from
Roll it.
Take it.
Runs 252.
252. Standard out. Blue super.
Okay, coming out of this thing, I want
Clear that super, Jeannie. Give me your next one.
I want Tracy to pitch a commercial break, saying we'll have more on the Cullen Davis story in just a moment.
That's all right.
So it goes, a mad rush to get some late stories on the air. In this case, producer Sparks was forced to go to a commercial after just one story.
Out. Stand by commercial.
Okay, get that out and cue up.
We'll be back with those stories right after this.
Roll it.
Hi, folks. Let me have Talon
2
on
minutes.
the phone, please. Talon on the phone.
Remove page 3.
Okay, first of all, everybody remove page 3. Second of all, everybody take 2A and add 2A and throw it away. It will not make it. Coming back out of this commercial break, we'll go to page 2, then to 4, then to 4 alpha, and add 4 alpha, and that's new copy that's being brought to you all, by the way.
Okay, Priscilla is dead. Is that correct?
That is correct, Bobby.
Okay, camera 4, drop Bravo is dead.
Not every night is like this, and there are calmer moments. But to the viewer, this newscast looked as smooth as any other.
Tonight, Channel 8's Chris Thomas takes a look at how to avoid those mistakes.
There's a saying that goes, give a child one toy and he's ecstatic beyond belief. Give a child 2 toys and he's mainly interested in where the third one is. That's why it's
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on the update at 10. Good night.
Now don't go away. Our PM departments are coming up next.
It's Ward.